For as long as I can remember, I've always had this feeling of inadequacy. And it's not even like I grew up with super high expectations or anything. As a matter of fact, the bar for me was really low as a kid. I always was told, well, just graduate high school. None of us did, so just graduate high school. And I was like, well, how hard can that be? That's pretty much the most basic achievement that everyone should get in life. And I did. And it wasn't without feeling, I wouldn't even say that. I graduated high school because of the pressure that, well, nobody else did. So reaching that milestone was like, well, all right, like that's kind of all I gotta do. I guess I'll do that. And I did. I graduated high school with A's and B's and was involved in clubs and did all these things. But then afterwards, there wasn't really much conversation about afterwards. I wasn't really too sure about going to college. I went to college for like a quarter because my high school offered 3 months in the college. So I tried that and it was a terrible experience. I hated it. Every moment of those 3 months in college, it was like community college. It was totally just unfun, super woke, like not even kidding. Psychology class turned into conversations about race and shit like that. I was doing Math 98. It was just terrible. But that pressure that I basically really put on myself never really subsided. And I find myself now as an adult constantly questioning myself and wondering, like, did I squander a lot of things? I've had a lot of great opportunities. I've been in a lot of great positions to advance myself and things that I want to do. And certain things along the way I sabotaged because I was young and in my early 20s and acting like an idiot. And certain opportunities I lost because of it. It was my fault. But I felt that I had really recovered from making those mistakes and tried to find more opportunities along the way. But now I just am wondering, like, what does it take as a person who has a lot of different talents, a lot of things to offer, but like nobody around to care and give me the opportunities? You know, where do you look? Who do you ask? What does it even look like having opportunities? What opportunity can I seize? And I just constantly feel inadequate. Like I should be doing so much more than what I'm doing right now. I have hobbies that I enjoy, like making music and making videos and stuff like that, but I just feel like maybe I am just mediocre. Maybe I am just here to work and die sometime soon. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. And when you are somebody who was extroverted and a part of so many things at some point in your life, being very involved, going to open mics and doing speeches, being on TV and all these different things. And then you get to a point in your life when you are just kind of like, I'm kind of just nobody now when I work and am just another cog in the system. It's frustrating because I used to want to offer a lot. I used to be this like happy-go-lucky guy who was ready to take on the world. I could talk to everybody. I could change the world. The light in your eyes. I had so many people telling me, yeah, you got this, man. Like, you're talented. You could talk and you can rap and you can do this. But I feel like I'm falling victim to the what's that saying? When you're jack of all trades, master of none. That's the one I'm looking for. And the jack of all trades, master of none, everyone thinks that's like great, but it's not. And that's why it's like I feel kind of mediocre, because I'm like, yeah, I'm good at a few things, but have I mastered anything? I don't know. Maybe not. And I'm trying to figure out what part of me is gonna make me successful. Anybody can learn how to cook in a kitchen, right? And I have things that I can do that most people can't. But I've been doing these things for so long with basically zero results. Like, as a matter of fact, the longer my life has gone on, the less people I have in my life, the less opportunities I've had, the less I do fucking anything that matters to me. And when you're on the internet all the time and pretty much that's all you really got, that's a whole extra pressure that can make you feel inadequate, because you're constantly told like you need to be doing something all the time, 24/7, right? Right, there's always pressure. You always have to be doing something. Why are you doing nothing? All 24 hours of your life need to be filled with you pursuing and trying to make money and be successful. Nobody really talks about the people who honestly like physically can't endure that. And I don't talk a lot about my health, and I really still won't. But I do have some issues, and it hinders me from actually like feeling confident enough to go and fulfill a real, like, genuine thing, a purpose, or even if it's not purpose, just working extremely hard. Because if I had it my way, I would be doing something totally different than what I do now. But I'm hindered by my own health. So I'm trying to work on having more positive self-thought. Positive self-thought really does go a long way, and negative self-talk also goes a very long way in the wrong direction. And, I have people in my life who tell me, stop being so hard on yourself and stop beating yourself up so much and whatever. And yeah, of course I don't want to, but it's been ingrained in me for so long. And it's crazy because I went beyond the low bar that I was supposed to, and I still feel like I could be doing way better than I am, but I'm doing a lot better than a lot of people my age, I guess. And I have a place of my own and a job, and I'm financially responsible, but does that really mean anything? Like, just being so controlled by money, and you measure your success by what you have material wise. I can't tell you that I have a lot of great relationships. I'm really grateful to have my mom and my dad, and I love them, and they are my anchor at this point, and I appreciate them. But when they're gone, I'm not really sure. I've had these relationships with women, and a lot of these women that I've been with, they don't care enough to care for a man. There's no real love for a man. There's no loyalty. And again, society will blame me. And for the sake of whatever, I'll take the blame. Maybe it is me. And that's the thing, like, I'm willing to accept that sometimes I can fuck up and make mistakes. Duh. Like, I'm willing to do that, and I'm willing to reflect and look at the shit that I've done wrong. Like, and especially in relationships. But I try to be selfless and give people chances and the benefit of the doubt. And maybe that's wrong too. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. But I don't know. At this point, I'm not really sure what I want out of life. It's hard to even go out and about and be around people and want to be around people. You go out, and going outside is like $100 minimum, right? All my front of house coworkers, they're all young and shit, and they all go hang out with each other and have a great time. They're all friends and whatnot, and I'm in the back with a bunch of old dudes who couldn't give a fuck about whatever I'm doing. They don't want to hang out. They're all 40 years old average. I'm just kind of here like, all right, well, I'm going home to record a YouTube video. So this isn't me even continuing to be hard on myself or beating myself up. It's just thinking about, like, feeling like I could be better because I have so much to offer, I guess. Do I? I don't know. But this shit's just therapy to me, man. Like, I don't have many people that I can just have these types of conversations with, so it's just easier to have it with myself in front of a camera. And I don't know, it doesn't get a lot of views and whatnot, and that's what sucks too, because you're like, oh, I want views. Like, can people see this? Like, can we have a conversation? Can we, relate? But I don't know. YouTube is weird. But yeah, I don't know. Just dealing with feeling inadequate and should I be doing better or should I not? I don't know. I'm trying to engage in the things that I enjoy and my hobbies and all that, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Am I good enough? Maybe, maybe not. How do I know if I'm good enough? What is good enough? I'm somebody with a lot of controversial opinions and stuff, and I spend all my time on the internet, and honestly, I get 90% hate. 90% of people just fucking hate my guts, bro. And again, yeah, my fault, I guess, because I have controversial opinions, which really aren't even controversial. They're just normal for any average person, but being normal and having just basic opinions that everyone held like 5 minutes ago, like everyone held, like my opinions aren't even new. My feeling about society and life is not even close to new. I'm not breaking any molds, but people fucking hate me. Well, people, I say, but just the internet. Oh no, yeah, you know what? In real life, people fucking hate me too. Because I'm just, I'm me. I'm not like anybody else, and people fucking hate that. You know, I got people jealous of me and shit, you know, and being mad that I fucking am enjoying myself. Like, yeah. I don't know. I wanna leave my name in history. And I have. You know. I'm in the footnotes, maybe. But I have. I've done some cool shit, a little bit of history, but not like the world knows my name. And that's the thing. The more that you're known, the more people that know you, the more they're gonna fucking hate you and talk shit. That's the biggest irony. The more that you're known, the more people fucking hate you. It's exhausting. Like I'm between like I don't want everyone to know me, but I'm between like, you know, building an audience or like building something and just being like, I'd rather not, because it comes with so much negative criticism and hate and unnecessary shit. People calling you just the most horrible things that don't even make sense because you have an opinion that you don't like. Matter of fact, I had a girl at work who follows me on my Instagram. She was just joking. But she's like, oh, I'm going to fucking dox you. I'm going to get you doxed because of what you say on the internet. I'm going to dox you. Like, people are fucking psychotic, dude. Psychotic. The truth turns people into fucking maniacs, man. And I am in love with the truth. I'm in love with making people uncomfortable with these conversations about like what's really actually going on and asking actual questions and understanding and recognizing patterns and shit. That's the type of shit that gets you killed. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll get a good opportunity that's good enough to make me feel some sort of adequate, but I just feel like I'm running out of time. I feel like I'm never doing enough, and I could always be doing more, and then I'm guilty when I'm not, and I don't know where all this pressure's coming from. I have all this pressure on myself that nobody else is giving me, but it's me. I'm giving myself all this pressure. But couldn't we all be better? Yeah. Anyway, it's gone too long. It's been a while since I've uploaded here. My last video was a crash out. I mean, this shit got real depressing on my side of the internet, hasn't it? But that's why I'm doing this. I'm not here to make everyone fucking happy. I'm just here to have an outlet. This is therapeutic to me. Whether it's 5 people, 12 people, who sees it. But that's ironic because it's like, oh, not enough people see it. Now I'm even more sad. So it's a vicious fucking cycle, man. But anyway, I'm done. Thanks for even getting to this far in the video. If you did make it this far, leave a comment telling me your favorite dinner.